I'm Brad Pomerance. This is California Edition, and she is back. She is Virginia Blumenthal. She is the president of the Riverside Community College District. And I'm sure you've heard that in the news there's a report that's really caused a lot of anger surrounding foster kids and the purported oversubscription of psychotropics with foster kids. So it's interesting that you came today to discuss a program out of one of your colleges, Norco College, that targets foster youth. Tell me about the program. It really is innovative.
It's amazing with foster youth. My heart goes out to these kids. They were not dealt a good hand of cards at birth. And what we have discovered is with foster kids is that you have about a 45% dropout rate of high school. And the idea of getting them ready into college, because the best deterrent for crime, the best deterrent for our economy is education and jobs. And that's the best way we can help. Now, these kids for a long time have been aged out of the system. We're on their 18th birthday. Frequently, they would be given packing boxes. Now, recently, we've had education that's extended that, but it doesn't change the fact they have no financial support. They have no family support. They have no educational background to prepare them for college. So we've put together a program that we are really proud of.
At Norco College.
At Norco College.
Which is in the city of Norco, of course.
That's correct, and part of the Riverside Community College District.
Tell us about it.
Well, this particular program prepares the students when they start in high school to get them ready. We take them out to the campus. First time these kids have ever been on a college campus. We tell them the type of preparation that they need. We have special counselors for them. We work with Corona Norco Unified School System. We work with the Riverside County DPSS program, and we monitor them through. We work with the Thrive program, which gives special access for these foster children to have their needs met and how they prepare for college. Many of these students got very poor grades in high school and are really not ready for college, but we get them there.
And what's stunning is the program has been in place for a little while, and the numbers don't lie.
The numbers do not lie.
Look at what happened to the kids that were in the program going to Norco and those that weren't. You know, for foster youth at the age of 24, 48% were employed. For those that went to Norco through the program, 74% were employed.
That's correct.
Their median income was significantly more than double. And then you look at crime. I mean, these crime statistics are stunning. For men, at age 24, foster youth, 59% were convicted of a crime. For those that went to the Norco program, 10%.
That's correct.
For women, 28% to 2%.
The best crime reduction program is education and employment. And I think we all know that, but I think this proves it. And if you could hear some of these kids in the speeches that they give when they talk about the lack of self-worth that they had, where they're proving that they're not going to be like their parents are, or they're proving to others that they have value, they have self-worth, they really do have brains. And these kids have been through so much that they don't have the self-confidence, they don't have the self-esteem, they don't have someone to help motivate them, to make them want to go through the system because they look at themselves as failures.
Once they get to Norco, are there folks on site to keep these kids focused?
Yes. We have additional tutoring classes, we have textbook preparation, we have college and college personnel there for success workshops. We are always working with these students, including having successful students work with these students.
That had been through the program
That had
or
been through the
in
program,
the program.
Or who are regular college students that are helping out and teaching these foster kids, you're regular kids too. You can do this.
What's in store in the future for this program? And this is innovative. Does it go to RCC? Does it go to Moreno Valley? Does it go to San Bernardino, to Los Angeles County? I mean,
well,
this needs to be
is one of the
duplicated.
first programs that I know of in the nation. And Norco has started this program. We want to expand it, obviously. And any good program is obviously going to catch fire at other places.
Of course.
I am sure that Moreno Valley and Riverside City College will also be adopting these types of programs. But that is the purpose, is to get, we have the lowest college going rate, one of the lowest college going rates in the nation. We're trying to raise that. We're trying to up the level, and this is one of the areas that we start.
How did it happen at Norco? How did it get started? I mean, it could have been anywhere. What happened?
We had a professor over there that was very interested in the foster kid program, and he's the one who started it off. And it's putting this together. It's trying to get some of the grant money that is needed to help make it work. Because, as you know, our budget was cut 40% throughout the Great Recession. We have about 7 or 8% of our budget put back in place. That obviously does not make us whole. But we go after, we have some great grant writers, and we recognize some of these programs, and they're wonderful. And there are funds available for starting to develop these kinds of programs. Let me give you another example of it. The AB 109 program,
I was going to ask you about
which is the realignment. And this puts a lot of the state prisoners basically back into the community. Well, part of what happens now is these are low-level offenders. They are not violent offenders. Most of them have no educational background, have no job skills. We are now starting to work with developing a program to work with the Riverside County Probation Department that we will provide certain amount of educational programs trying to get these probationers, parolees on track.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I was speaking with someone recently, and it can be so very difficult to get that extra education to get you the salary you need to survive and the salary that will allow you not to have to turn to crime.
Correct.
To make ends meet.
And it's a catch-22 sometimes.
It absolutely is.
Now, what's happened is probation has been given more monies to help the supervision, to help with the education. Riverside Community College District cannot afford to fund that program with the cuts we have taken, and we have to obviously take care of our regular students. You know, we provide such services of education to our local communities. But probation is going to work with us that they can fund these programs. We can give them the personnel, if it's funded, we can give them the program.
Is the program in place yet?
No, it's in the process of being put in place. But it's the same kind of philosophy that the best crime deterrent is education and employment.
And so,
and what else helps our economy but that?
So what now? Because honestly, you know, we've all been reading a lot about AB 109. The LA Times recently did a really powerful series of articles focusing on early releases. And we see that, you know, people are kind of cycling in and out of the of the jails.
That's correct.
And, you know, they can spend a week and then be sent out and then go back. And so these people need some stability. A program like what you're describing provides that stability.
Well, and in any of the areas where AB 109 has been in effect, it's not the violent crime rate that's gone up, it's the theft rate.
Right.
Well, the individuals that are there can't get jobs because they're on probation or parole. They don't have the job skills. And again, the best way to help them is to give them an education and give them the job skills. And that's what we are experts at. The only problem we're having is the funding. Well, the state is giving the county some of the funding. Probation has some of those funds that they can help make this program work.
You know, you may know that I think Riverside County, as well as San Bernardino County, has these fire camp programs.
Yes.
Where those that are incarcerated, they're able to serve their time. These are low-level offenders,
That's
of
correct.
course, serve their time with the fire agencies.
That's correct.
They learn a tremendous skill. How to fight fires. And I've asked some folks about it. Well, that's such a great skill. Can they get hired after they serve their time? And the answer most often is, well, probably not.
Probably not.
Because of their conviction. And so I think about that. I think about this AB 109 program. And when are we as a society going to get to a place where we will hire these individuals that have learned and obtained valuable skills either through fire camps or through a Norco program?
Well, I think one of the things that is there, but I think it's a little bit tough right now, are certificates of rehabilitation. I think when you have an individual who has committed a criminal act, has, quote, paid their dues to society, but beyond that, has had genuine remorse and genuine rehabilitative programs and success that you can see, I think there comes a point in time you might be able to take that off the record, or at least give them certification, or give employers certain benefits to hire these individuals.
Are we getting to that place? I mean, all these great programs that this county, this state is putting into place, but how do we get these people hired?
Well, there are times that employers will. You get the skills, and it's long enough ago. And there are ways you can explain things. I mean, how many kids did things they shouldn't have done at 18 or 19 years old?
Her name is Virginia Blumenthal. She is the president of the Riverside Community College District, running for re-election. That election will be held in November. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's California Edition.